This is not a tutorial, okay? This is a shared experience. Definitely not a tutorial. Not at all. I'm not teaching anybody anything. Yeah. Sound good. I should probably just start recording. I'm trying to make sure that everything is set up and kind of somewhat put together, even though, and there's probably going to be a lot of echo, but that's fine. It's okay. So I don't even know if I'm going to have room for all of this. I don't know. I don't know. So there's a title to this video. I think I have enough room. There's a title to this video, so you already know what this is. This is the Sin Still. However you say it, I've seen both. So I'm going to say Sin Still, and I think it'll be okay. This is the kit. This is the kit. I can't remember what it's actually called, so give me just a second. But anyways, I'm going to be developing film. That's what this is. I'm going to be developing film. And let's see, your package was delivered. The JOBO Duo Color plus Black and White Film Processing Kit for 35 and 120 film. This is the Powder Chemistry, Powder Chemistry set. And I also ordered a liquid concentrate, but I accidentally ordered the wrong thing, so I thought I ordered another powder kit to go along with this stuff, and I ordered the liquid, so it'll be alright. You know, it happens. Stuff happens. So here we are, and I'm very excited because I have not developed my own film since 2009, and it is currently 2026. So a little bit of math, and oh geez, this is only the all right, so maybe this is the only box I got. All right, well, that's a little concerning unless they managed to stuff it all in here, because that flap was up. So JOBO Duo Film Processing Kit, multi-purpose system for processing 35mm 120 black and white color film at home, because at home is definitely cheaper than having someone else do it. That is why I process all of my negatives on my own, and now I'm going to be able to do all of it, everything all on my own. I probably should have prepped for this a little more. Yeah, so if you would like to help support and buy me some film, just $1 on the Venmo. Anyways, so yeah, it's been 2009. So yeah, no, it's been 17 years since I developed my own film. That's disgusting. Yeah, so 17 years since I developed my own film. I'm gonna go ahead and put this away so you can't see my address. This came in the box. That is sick. This is getting hung on the wall. I like that. Shoot film, scan code, start processing. Sure, that's sick. I like that. That's cool. So I have watched a lot of reviews on this kit. I've watched a lot of videos on people processing their own film and stuff. So I have, and again, it's been, damn, I do not have room for this. I'm just gonna push that monitor back. It has been 17 years since I've processed film. I was a freshman in high school, and it was pretty sick. But I don't remember shit about any of it, and watching videos and trying to kind of like refresh and relearn and stuff like that, it's just going to be a hands-on process. So here I have my color simplified. This is my powders, which I think there's two, yeah, there's two in this one and one in this one, I believe, and I might be wrong. It's okay. It is okay. Oh, okay, so they did. They threw the I did accidentally order the liquid set. I was really hoping I was wrong, but it's okay. Because I did see on this that this stuff is good, but it, what's the word for it? It degrades a lot quicker than the powder, so you don't get as much out of it. From what I have seen. Damn. Okay, so that's a lot of bottles. I'll probably use this first before the powder, before I mix any other powder, just so I can go ahead and start using that. Hey, stickers! I love stickers. Hello? Let me try to find the center. Hell yeah, I like that. And then, sorry, let me try to show the packaging some. Because any of the videos that I've seen where they opened it, the stuff was already kind of open. Like this has been sitting down here for well over an hour because I couldn't find my size down ring for my ND filter, and then I couldn't find my mount for my C-stand, and just every problem I could possibly have, I was having. So everything took a lot longer than it needed to. This is a different lid than the one that I've seen in the videos that I've been watching. We'll dust on now. It's not bad. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, that's on there. What the hell? Cool. We'll circle back to that. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. It's on there, and we have our containers. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it with how bright it is, but you actually have measurements on the side of these, which I didn't realize that it came with these. I knew it came with the storage containers for your chemicals, and then I always thought these bottles looked dumb because I didn't understand it. But it's so you can push the air out to the liquid and then seal it off with as little as possible air in the container, so that way your chemicals aren't in there just getting exposed to air, because that deteriorates them quicker as well, from my understanding. So 2 of these for the dry chemicals to go in, and then that was with our tank. Maybe it'll show me how to be a big strong boy and open it, but we'll see. And then yeah, you get 2 of these that both of them measure up to 1,000 milliliters. Sick. Is that another sticker? I got more stickers! Hell yeah! Got 1 CineStill 800T sticker for me and 1 for my daughter. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I love stickers. It's my favorite thing is whenever you get packages, so like Reformed Film Lab, right? So I have this readily available. So Reformed Film Lab, this is where I would go to for a long time to have my negatives developed, and then sit back and then I would process them. And they send stickers. I love it. Even whenever sending your film back, I've gotten stickers, and then I've used them for ordering my film. Since I ended up with a local person that would do my negatives for me, but I still order film from them. Another storage container. This has no measurements on it. It's bare. And then this big boy right here, which I can go ahead and get this box out of the way. I need a bigger desk. So I like that. And I am one of the people that I hoard boxes for a very long time. Okay, yeah, Swiftly. All right, so this is the temperature control system. It's a sous vide. if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, it's okay. You can pretend that I am. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna hurt your feelings. This is another thing that in all of the videos, it's already been opened. Whenever they start doing the breakdown of the stuff that came with the package, it's already, oh, and it did come with the little holder. So whenever you put these, not these, but whenever you put these down in the tub, right, and you've got your sous vide going and it's keeping the correct temperatures, this holds them in place so that whenever you dump these out, you'll have buoyancy. And your bottle will want to float around and teeter-totter, and it's not going to keep correct temperatures on your chemicals. So, to combat that, this holds both of these in place, which I didn't set it up properly, but it holds both of them in place from floating around and taking off, and then this goes on your sous vide. But yeah, I hadn't seen this in the kits, in the videos that I've seen, so I guess that's something that's new. That's pretty badass. I was not expecting that. So yeah, that's cool. And then a manual, of course, for your little temperature system. It shows here, like, I have seen videos where people put it actually in the container with the chemicals. But, yeah, I'm good. I think I'll just keep it straight to the water and just call that good. Huh, I wonder what that went to. I'm sure I'll end up finding out. Dude, that's so sick. So I'm assuming that this is your temperature adjustment, maybe. And then this clips it onto the back of your container, which I have a tote that I'm gonna see if it'll work good enough, fingers crossed. And then what I plan on doing now that I broke down everything, so all of this stuff comes in the kit other than this. This does not come in the kit. This was ordered separately, but they had room in the box, and that was pretty sick that they managed to do that. And they kept everything down to one box. But all of this, so you got don't forget the stickles. And this, I like that a lot. So yeah, all of this came in the kit. I think it was $250. So again, you know, if you'd like to, this right here was a $6.50 roll. And this is actually going to be the first roll that I shoot and develop, and I'm excited for that because black and white is my favorite type of film, favorite type of photography, and I think that shooting this right on the Yashica 24 for the first roll that I'm developing would be pretty sick. So, all right, I can't do anything. All right.
With like red lights and you're messing with like
yeah,
is that what it is?
For your like photo development and stuff. So after further examination, and I don't know if I like this yet because the videos that I've seen, it again was not this canister. So you, and then that opens up. I don't like that, and I feel, I don't know. I just feel like over time that's not going to be very fun. Let me see this real quick. So this is where your loader is at. And then I did see a thing on this to where if you're doing multiple 35 rolls, which I don't know, I don't know how exactly you do it, but this little red piece right here, this actually divides your film to keep it from messing with each other, and you can load 235 and 235 here. So realistically, 4 rolls of 35 with each go, but I don't know how you do all of that. I'm gonna have to like actually read some stuff. Wow, it's been so long since I've messed with this kind of stuff. I miss it.
Do?
That is for your chemicals. It's a storage container for your chemicals.
Open it?
Yeah. So yeah, that's how you open the container, and I'm going to off camera try to figure out how you extend these for 120, and then I'm gonna go through all of that, and yeah, I'm gonna load the. Yeah, I don't like that because it doesn't actually screw on. It just sits, and then that worries me. That's a very strange mechanism. Check this sticker out. You can have that.
I want to put that on your desk.
I have my own that I'm going to keep down here, but you can have that one. So I'm going to load the Yashica 24 with the Ultrapan 100, and I'm going to go start shooting this. Back to what I was trying to do, and we are going to. The only thing that drives me wow. The only thing that drives me crazy about this camera is not having the back little window, because on my Yashica Y, I had a little red back window, and it was absolutely amazing to be able to see and check what numbers I was on and everything. And yeah, it was neat. It was really neat because it gave me that extra just little bit of reassurance that this Yashica 24 just absolutely not. And I guess that, you know, I guess we're going to see how this actually turns out, and I'm very excited about it. So this, again, is the Ultrapan. Let me make sure that I'm reading this right. Yeah, I am reading it right. We're good. It'll be all right. This is the... Do you want to focus at any point on where you're supposed to be focused at? The focus area? That right there? There we go. Flick film. Ultrapan. 100. It's a 100 ISO black and white film, and it is very grainy, and it looks absolutely amazing, and I love grain. I love grain. I love black and white, and I'm so excited for this. All right. I'm not going to, I wanted to record the setting up the shots and stuff like that. I'm not doing that. I am not. I will do the setting up the supplies and the chemical process, and, well, not the powder this time, but maybe. I don't know. I didn't prep for this, but I wanted to do this. So thank you. See you soon. Okay, so this is currently what I'm dealing with in here, and I think I'm good with that now. So I didn't realize that whenever I was planning on doing the liquid solution that I can't do black and white. So I had to use the dry for the black and white because I'm developing black and white. And then I didn't realize that when setting these up, dude, you have to, you have to like really go hard past there, and then I didn't realize that I wasn't lining that where are we at? So that one I wasn't lining that. I don't think that's the right one, but anyways, I wasn't lining it up properly for the 120, and yeah, so I was having a hard time loading it, and then I did the pre-soak before because in my notes over here for CS or C41, the color, the notes, and I poured it. You can see the water over here is green because I didn't know that it was going to be green, and I used the 80° Fahrenheit water from in here to do the soak first, so that way it would warm the film up and clean, whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, it's the same water, I'll just dump it back in. And it's green, because it was green. And yeah, so I got a little bit of water in here now. And I've been agitating and cleaning this. And I am going to open this up and see if I just completely fucked up a one solution, one step process. I don't even know. So, yeah, I'm gonna throw up. Okay, I can see some stuff on there, so maybe some stuff did turn out, you know? I don't know how you're supposed to take this stuff off. There we go, I'll just do that. Oh, they turned out, and I was worried about the spacing because I've heard that there's issues with the spacing with using 120 with the Yashica 24, but these look good. Now I just need to hang them, dry them, and then scan them. So, wow, awesome. All right, cool. Just super quick. Again, I did not expect this to. Yeah, like I thought I messed up, and I'm glad that I looked into it more about the liquid before doing that, and then fully messing up. These little squeegees, it was recommended not to use these, but I've seen also a lot of recommendations to use these. Yeah, these are dog shit, so don't use those. Don't get those. Again, you know, if you want to help a guy out. So we are currently chilling, just drying, and I'm not going to. I'll be able to use my iPhone to kind of get a little bit of a snippet of me processing these, because I actually use my camera for that, and I have 20 cameras, but not a camera like, not an A7R5, you know, not multiple of these things, because, you know, it's not really in the budget to have multiple A7R5s. It's not practical to have multiple A7R5s. This was fun. This was awesome. I'm excited to process these, and I'm gonna have a thing at the beginning of the video, and I just want to reiterate it right now that this is not a tutorial. Okay, this is a shared experience. Definitely not a tutorial. Not at all. I'm not teaching anybody anything. Yeah. Sound good. I like to use Negative Lab Pro for doing all of my edits in Lightroom Classic. And I normally, on my own scan, so if I'm scanning for someone else, it's obviously it's going to be different. And I have not done a lot of 120 with this system, and I am a little bit disappointed because I'm sure, yeah, I can see it in the video right now, but there's like this cross effect where you can see the diffuser underneath. I think that it's having some type of like continuous power issue. And then let me show you the hotspots. So you have this one right here. That's one of the hotspots I was talking about. And then I don't think that the other one showed up on this. I think the placement of it would have been further down over here, I believe. But that's one of them. So now in every one of these, I'm gonna have to go in. I'm gonna have to remove that. And it takes time away from getting the edits done or focusing on something else that, you know, could not be helped. And then like right here, it went from a dark speck to a light speck. So run that again. And yeah, it's such a unfortunate thing, because I've used this. I've scanned quite a bit of film with this little setup, and I think that, you know, trying to make a video and now I'm having problems with it. That kind of sucks. But I'll show you really quick how I actually do this. So I white balance the outside of the negatives. Again, this is not a tutorial. This is just my experience. And yeah, so for 120, I go over here to the crop, go to 1 by 1, get all of this kind of lined up. I start with at least one flat edge, which is going to be technically the bottom, but this left side. And then as you drag that, and then let's see where we at. Can't tell what is the film, but we'll drag that. And then a situation like this where you can't really tell, I'm glad that happened. So, and now I'll show you. So settings, negative, digital, black and white, 4 medium, and then 5% for the buffer. So, all right, there we go. I'm not gonna do any actual adjustments yet. I'm gonna go ahead, transform, rotate left, and then we're going to go back into the crop. And then as you can see here, I was actually, I don't know why it's doing that. Anyways, so, because it's set the custom, it needs to be 1 by 1. So you can see that where I couldn't tell where the border was is actually the side of my garage. So I don't know why in the fuck it keeps doing that. Normally I press the arrows and it guides it which way I need this to go. That way I don't have to, but for some reason, it went back to custom. I'm so glad that I can have many issues when I'm trying to demonstrate something, and then I just like look ignorant, but alright. So just get all of these lined up as best as possible. All those look good. I don't know what the fuck that is. I messed something up, definitely. I'm gonna take blame for that. That's probably something I did when developing. I would almost guarantee it, but I love that. And then again, you can see that hot spot in the light. And then I will open this back up and I will do any type of adjustments that I think I need to make it look just a little bit better. But I love that. I think that's absolutely beautiful.
Honestly, I don't even know why I did the hoodie and the glasses and the microphone thing. I just thought that it would kind of be fun, and it is, but we'll see. This is not a tutorial on how to do any of this. Again, I think I have 2 clips in the video where I say that this is not a tutorial. This is just me. We're sharing an experience. This is me experiencing being excited, you know, like very excited to finally have ordered this kit. I've wanted this kit for over a year, and I'll just kind of push it off because, you know, economy. And anyways, so now that I have the kit and getting it and setting it up and doing all of that, I wanted to just make a video. I didn't have any type of actual thought process of what the video was going to be like or anything like that. I just wanted to make the video and going through it and doing my first roll of film, because I haven't done film in 17 years. I haven't developed film in 17 years. And even back then, I don't think that I ever fully mixed the chemicals. The chemicals were already mixed for me, and I just had to go through the process of loading the film and then doing the parts and then the washes and the agitation and all of that. So I did get to do that, but it was never like you mix the chemicals and then go through the process of all of that. And again, 17 years is a long time to not do something. So having to relearn it with extra steps, it was fun, and I wanted it documented. I wanted to make a video about it because why not? My daughter, this whole YouTube channel, my daughter and I, we love going back and watching old videos, and it's a lot of fun. So, you know, I'll go back, I'll see this video a year from now, and I'll laugh about it, and it's just fun. And I plan on doing an actual tutorial the next time that I get chemicals and doing a liquid tutorial and a dry tutorial. I just don't think that in this type of situation that it would be good for me to give you a tutorial on how to do something that I don't know how to do, that I'm learning as we're recording. That's why I've said it's not a tutorial. It's just a shared experience because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. And there's a lot of fun. So a couple of things off the top of my head that I would like to mention with this process and with the way that the video and everything went is I did not realize that and I should have, okay, there's a C41 and a D96. If I got the numbers wrong, I'll put a text somewhere on the screen and correct it. I think it was D96. The D96 is for the black and white, and the C41 is for color. And I did not realize that. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do the liquids and I'll do the dry next time. And the liquids are only for color. And I didn't realize that. So I almost messed up. And if I wouldn't have thought maybe I should Google this, and actually what helped me is what I ended up Googling was because I'd seen videos, and back whenever I did film, I did only color, and then I would do black and white prints. So anyways, so what I Googled, because I wanted to make sure, was I've seen in a lot of videos where people do pre-soaks, like they'll soak their film in the same temperature water that the chemicals are, and it's just like a first rinse and soak, and it gets your film up to temperature. And I was Googling if it was okay to do that with black and white film, but I put C41 in the Google search. If I wouldn't have put that, whole roll would have been fucking ruined. I still would have made a video over it, but it would have been completely ruined. So yeah, that saved my ass big time. And you can see in the clip whenever I'm talking about the roll not working out or something being messed up, or I messed up that first step. I was so upset because like the excitement was up here, and then the fuck up and the fuck up and the fuck up and the not understanding, and then the water being a different color coming out of like a pre-soak. I'm like, wow, I didn't clean something good enough, or I, shouldn't have done that. I was freaking out a little bit. So yeah, that was an experience, definitely. Anyways, so that's something I feel like I should mention is I started out the video with the intentions of doing the liquid kit, and because I was talking about it, and I needed to, kind of go back and, hey, we're not doing the liquid kit because this is black and white, jackass. So don't do that. Don't do the C41 liquid kit on your black and white. Don't do that because it won't work. Another thing. So I'm not gonna get up and get one of the pictures to show you, but the cool thing about these pictures that come in the kit is it has the C41 level marked as C41, and then the D96 is marked as D91. And then I think there was a section where it's marked for the powder, and that way you know exactly where you're filling to for each specific one. So I thought that was really cool. The loader, not a huge fan. I'm not. I'm just going to be completely honest. That terrified me. I really thought that I was not going to get that film loaded properly, and I was worried about scratching it because, again, 17 years ago, I only shot 35 millimeter. I didn't shoot 120. I only shot 35 millimeter, and I never personally loaded anything 120 until yesterday, whenever I did this for the very first time, and I got so frustrated because and I wish that there was a way of recording it, right? Because I have a closet right next to where I had stuff set up in my bathroom that I'm considering my dark room, and I went in the closet, right? All right. And I had everything set up. And then I'm like, okay, we got this, dude. And I turned the lights off. And I was probably in there for 15 minutes. I dropped the loader. I dropped the film. Could not get it loaded in, could not get it figured out. And what I ended up having to do was I took the film, I rolled it back up, I stuck it, because I don't have a dark bag, okay? The kit did not come with a dark bag. Go ahead and mention that real quick while I'm thinking about it. I did not realize that it did not come with a dark bag, which is fine. It's okay, regardless. You can't see in the bag, can't see in the closet, is what it is. Same thing. And yeah, so I rolled the film up. I stuck it in a bag that was in the closet. That way there would be no light exposure. And I came out with the loader, and I grabbed a 120 roll that has already been developed. And I'm like, all right, let's see what's going on, because it wasn't tall enough. It wasn't wide enough. And the film was not fitting on there. No matter what I fucking did, it was bulged out. And yeah, it sucked. So I get that. And I'm like, all right, this definitely is not tall enough. And I'm sitting there and I'm playing around with it, and I realized that there are two notches that are very close to each other, and I had it on that top notch because it fit, and I needed it on that bottom notch, and that right there, it fixed it. So went back into the closet, and it probably took me 3 minutes to get that 120 roll on the loader and then get it in. The canister is a lot better than I thought that it was going to be, because the ones in the videos, they twist and you hear a click. And they always tell you that you make sure you hear that click before you take anything out, because if it doesn't click, it's going to get exposed to light. So having that, and it doesn't always pop down really hard whenever you're pushing down on the one that I got. So sometimes it's really quiet, and I'm like, all right, did I fuck up? And I'm taking it off, and then I'm pushing it as hard as I can, and I'm clicking it back on. Yeah, but, lessons learned for the first time experience. And I'm actually going to, in a couple of hours, shoot this roll of Phoenix 200. And I'm very excited for that. And all of these pictures are of little dude. And that's because my wife and my daughter were gone. So it was just me and little dude. So I burnt the whole roll, taking pictures of him, us playing around in the garage, in the backyard. And I'm going to use this Phoenix and do some self-portraits and family photos. But I'm not making a ginormous YouTube video about it like this. I plan on doing kind of almost like a short, but in I'm going to have both formats on this YouTube channel of this Phoenix, of me shooting that. And I want to start doing that where I have the same video in actual format and then in a short format for people to watch as well, especially like that, because I thought of a format of how I would like to do content based off of, and I do want to have some videos where I go through the process of loading the camera, taking the photos, developing the photos, scanning the photos, showing the photos, kind of like this, but better put together. And what I'm talking about with this is just showing the film and then the camera and then giving information on the film stock and then going through the photos that were taken with it and then just having an overlay on a background video, if that makes sense. So I think it's going to be really cool. I'm pretty happy, and overall I'm really happy with the kit. I'm really happy with the process. I think it's just learning, and I think it's funny that it's all in this video for other people to watch and enjoy, or criticize, or whatever. You're free to do whatever you want to, man. Be all right. But yeah, so anyways, this little guy right here, if you want to support a guy, help a dude out, buy some film and make some content and take some photos and create memories and have fun. I just think it's funny to do this. I'm truly, you don't have to send me $1, but I think it's hilarious, and I just had the idea to put this on a slab of cardboard, and I love it. I love it so much. I think it's so fucking funny, but I have a really dumb sense of humor. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for going along with the journey of this with and it was a lot of fun. It was. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Don't use C41 for your black and white. That's for color. Yeah. So, anyways, thank you for watching. I was gonna see how long I could do this. I can't do it that long, but I do. Oh, did the monitor just die or the camera overheat? Sony A7 all 5. I'm pretty sure the camera overheated. Perfect timing though. Hell of a send off.